Hello and welcome back. And we finally got a dry day. Um, it's just rained right the way through the Christmas period. So what we're doing is we're going to be making a few changes. We're going to dismantle this and also the shaded netted bed. So let me just take you up there. Right, so during this biblical weather we've been having, all this rain, what I've been doing is I've been planning for the beds, and I'm going to change this bed. At the moment we have it as a salad bed during the spring and the summertime, so I'm not really using it properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it as a potato bed for spring and summer, and then during the winter and autumn time we'll have this as a salad cropping bed. So I don't really need this shade netting anymore. You know, we do need the sunshine for the potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down, but I'm going to be reusing all the wood and the netting for a few more projects during the summertime. So it's not all going to waste. And then what I've got is I've got some spinach and some rockets to go into this bed straight away. And I've also got some for this bed as well to go in there. So I'll take this down and I'll bring you back. Right, so that's really opened it all back up again. I'm really pleased. I'm learning now that not to put all these hard structures in, because it just takes away from the actual garden. So yeah, that's opened it up. But what's really nice is I can now see all the hellebores as well. I've tidied up this part and I've still got a long way to go over here. But yeah, it's really nice just to see the hellebores again, especially with them all coming out in flower now. Right, so what I'm going to do next is get all these rockets and spinach in. I've got some Mizunas as well to go in here and to go in here as well. And that'll be it then. I'll just leave that until I got the potatoes ready to go for this bed. And for this bed, it still will be the climbing beans. Well, we've got the Greek Gigante and Kazar. Right, I'll get all these planted up next. Right, so there we go. It's all planted up. Now all of these are from the greenhouse. So what I've done is I've got a lot more space now in the greenhouse to start sowing for more of the spring crops. So yeah, we've got the perpetual spinach at the back, the Colsa spinach running through. Hopefully these purple sprouting broccoli will get to, you know, about that height and give enough shade, because these two are our sunniest beds in the winter. Because we've got a low south facing sun, it doesn't really reach down there, so having them up here really gives it the best possibility of growing. So we've got the spinach, and then we've got the mustard wasabi at each end here and here, and then we've got the lime streak at the front there, and then we've got cultivated rocket. So like I say, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out, and what it does mean that we can actually see what we're growing from the kitchen. Right, so let me just show you what seeds are going to be growing next. Right, so I've got the peppers to sow this week, and I'm also going to be sowing the chilies. Well, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use the Super 7 trays with the heat to hopefully start some leek Hannibal and another hardy leek. So the hardy leek should hopefully be ready to harvest in January next year, but the leek Hannibal, that's an early one, so that's hopefully going to be September through to December. And they do need a little bit of heat to get them going, so I thought if I start them off in the Super 7 tray, then I could just then plant them on into some bigger tubs a little bit later on, maybe April, March time. We'll see how that goes, bit of an experiment. And then I'm also going to do 5 off of each of these lettuces as well. It's a winter gem Valiant winter lettuce Falador, and Grenoble red. And what I'm going to do is start regularly sowing the winter lettuces, just to keep on plugging into the gaps. I know I'll lose a few to the slugs, but I just thought if I keep on regularly sowing them, then hopefully I'll get a few to actually get to the table. Right, so like I always say, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again.